welcome to Telugu Academy. In today's AP Geography, we're gonna look into the district about West Godavari, profile of West Godavari, administrative units and other details about West Godavari. So, if we look into the history of the West Godavari, it was a part of Godavari district, old Godavari district. As we seen that, after it was formed in the year 1925, it was bifurcated from the old Godavari district, and in 1925, two districts of Godavari have been formed. One is East Godavari, one is West Godavari. So that is according to the government orders by merging. After merging of some talukas from Krishna district on April 1925. As we have seen that West Godavari is a small district, so some parts of Krishna district have been merged with West Godavari. So the Polavaram Taluka, which was in East Godavari district, was merged in West Godavari district in 1924. So earlier Polavaram Taluka was in East Godavari, but in 1924 it was merged with West Godavari. So now the Polavaram is in West Godavari district. Since 1979 it was divided into 14 talukas, and further 14 talukas have been divided. Further bifurcation or addition or merging of the division of the many talukas. So in 1986 the total talukas were terminated and 46 mandals were formed. What they have done in 1986, all these 14 talukas have been terminated, been abolished, and 46 mandals have been formed. Earlier, like they were in 1979 there were 14 talukas, but in 1989, in the span of 10 years, nearly 8 years, these talukas have been terminated and 46 mandals, in place of these 14 talukas, 46 mandals have been formed. So again, coming to the history, we have seen West Godavari district is carved out of old Godavari district. As we seen that earlier there was only one Godavari district, that is called as old Godavari. From that, West and East Godavaris have been formed or carved. So western delta of the river Godavari, it is appropriately named as West Godavari. Why this West Godavari district is named as West? Because it is in the western side of the river Godavari, on the western delta of the river Godavari. The eastern delta of the river Godavari is East Godavari, and the western delta in the region which is in the western delta of the of Godavari is called as West Godavari, on the name of the river, on the delta, on the region where this delta is located. So headquarters of the West Godavari are Eluru. This came into existence in the year 1925. In which year this West Godavari district have been formed is in the year 1925 with headquarters Eluru. So political, geographical, topographic, demographic and other socio-economic aspects of the West Godavari district are delineated, like boundaries and boundaries and topography of the district. What are the boundaries? This particular district, this West Godavari district shares boundaries with what other districts or other water bodies? What kind of water bodies? So in the eastern side it shares boundary with the river Godavari. So eastern boundary of West Godavari district is river Godavari. Godavari river is on the eastern border. It protects Godavari districts. Eastern border is protected by river Godavari. And the western district, Krishna district. Western boundary is Krishna district. And the northern is Khammam district of Telangana. Khammam district of Telangana. South it is bordered by Krishna district and Bay of Bengal. If you see West Godavari district, this is the West Godavari. south bordered by Krishna and Bay of Bengal, east by Godavari river. Next, north by Khammam of Telangana, south again Krishna district and Bay of Bengal, west by Krishna district. These are the boundaries of West Godavari district. So the district is situated in tropical region. As we know that Andhra Pradesh is a tropical state, and particularly if we coming to the other district also, it is situated on the tropical region between 16 degrees 15 minutes to 17 degrees 30 minutes. So northern latitudes in 80 degrees 55 minutes to 81 degrees 55 minutes eastern longitude. It can be divided into three natural regions. So one is delta, upland and agency areas. If we divide West Godavari into regions or natural vegetational regions or natural regions, physiological regions means there are three types of physiological divisions in West Godavari. One is delta. As we know that western delta of river Godavari, this district is situated, so obviously we can see delta landform or physiological form. Next is uplands and agency areas. It has all the three things: deltas, uplands and even agency. Agency means forested areas. So earlier it was not a homogeneous unit. It was not the homogeneous unit. The district was under the old Krishna district in the erstwhile Madras presidency. It was under the control of the Madras presidency. It was earlier, it was not a homogeneous. It was like under the Krishna district. Krishna district was under Madras presidency. We all know that Andhra was under Madras presidency. Before new state formation of the state Andhra, Andhra was under Madras presidency. So West Godavari was under Krishna district, Krishna was under Madras presidency. So district was formed as a separate revenue district after having been carved out of the Krishna on April 15th, 1925. Unless until 1925 April 15, it was not a district. It was under Krishna only. So on April 15, 1925, it has been formed as a new district named as West Godavari. So okay, now coming to the soil types of the district West Godavari. So it has almost all the land types, soil types of the soil types. One is red sandy loams, clay loams, alluvial. We'll get definitely in all the coastal districts we'll find alluvial soils, especially in the western East Godavari districts, because we know that when river merges or confluences with sea, it forms deltas. So whatever the sediments the river carries, it leaves in between the regions of these deltas. So these are the most fertile areas of the world, most fertile soils of the world on the globe. So West Godavari is a delta district. So alluvial soil and sandy alluvial, deltaic alluvial. It has three types of alluvial soils. One is alluvial, sandy and deltaic. And other types of soils are coastal sandy loams, heavy clays and saline soils. One is coastal sandy loams, heavy clays and saline soils. Now coming to, those are the soil types of West Godavari district. Irrigation and agriculture. What kind of agriculture is grown or is practiced in the district of West Godavari? So in terms of agriculture, industry, communication, health and education, West Godavari is one of the most advanced districts in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It is one of the most advanced state in coming to all the three sectors of economy, like agriculture, industry and communication or services, we can say. They come under service sector in all the three sectors. So it tops in the state of Andhra Pradesh. So consequently, the standard of living and the per capita income of the district is one of the highest in the state. As it is one of the toppest district in terms of agriculture, industry or or service sectors. It has the highest per capita income in the state. So the district is overwhelmingly rural with nearly 80% of the population living in the rural areas. So it is predominantly a rural population. It has predominantly a rural population than the urban population. Almost 80% of the people stays in the rural areas of the district. So a substantial percentage of the district population, over 70%, depend on agriculture for the livelihood. So 80% people stay in the rural areas. In that 80%, in total population, 70% depend on the agriculture itself. 70% population are dependent on agriculture for their livelihood. According to 1951 census, which gave details of livelihood categories, 70% of the district population depends on agriculture resources. So 70% population depends on agriculture for their livelihood. The district has a distinct place in the state and it is popularly called as the rice bowl of Andhra Pradesh. So West Godavari is called the rice bowl of Andhra Pradesh. Ante Annapurna. Andhra Rashtam yokka Annapurna edante mana West Godavari this jilla. The upland areas like Chintalpudi and parts of Polavaram Taluka are well known in Andhra Pradesh for the production of cashew nut, mango and banana. So upland areas, we have seen it has three physiological divisions. One deltaic, next is uplands and other one is agency tracts or agency areas. So the upland areas of Chintalpudi and parts of Polavaram Taluka comes under the upland areas of West Godavari. These are famous for production of what? Cashew nut, mango and banana. So in these upland areas, these three crops are grown or produced in a well form. So interestingly, mixed cropping is also found in parts of the district. So even mixed cropping is practiced in some parts of the West Godavari district. What is this mixed cropping? Mixed cropping means if you people have observed any farmlands or farm tracts, so what they do is, suppose if this is the farm. Suppose this is a paddy farm. This is a single farm and here the farmer grows paddy. So what is this is called non-mixed farming. But in coming to mixed farming means even paddy is the major crop in this particular farm. But even the farmer, what does the farmer do is, he try to grows here some other crops like groundnuts or castor oil. On the walking tracks also, on the walking tracks of the farm, farmer grows small kinds of crops like groundnuts or castor oil, all depending upon the main farming. So this is called mixed farming. So in West Godavari, in some parts of this West Godavari district, mixed farming is practiced. So in the agency areas, Podu or the shifting method of cultivation is prevalent. Podu method or shifting method means depending upon the season, they change their cultivation, they change their crop patterns, they change their crop. So in that it is practiced in hilly areas, hilly tracts. Podu, like it is even called Podu or shifting method of cultivation. This ancient type of cultivation is carried out by tribals through burning or clearing the forest for a single mere crop and then abandoning them for new plots. If you observe, no, in some hills, in like hilly areas, in times we see some part of the area is being burnt, That is because what these tribals do is they burn some part of the area or some part of the land and they cultivate some crop or the other, and after harvesting they abandon this area, means they leave this area and they go to some other place. Again they burn trees over there, and again they start farming, and after the harvest again they abandon that particular area also and they go to some other place. That is called shifting like nomadic farming. Shifting means, or nomadic means, they don't stay or sit in a particular or stick to a particular piece of land or piece of area. If this they are done with this particular land, they'll go to some other place. Again they do farming, or again after harvest they abandon or they leave that place, again they go to other place, just like nomads. That is called podu or shifting cultivation. It is especially practiced by tribals of West Godavari district. So that is the agriculture and types of agriculture. Next, coming to climate and rainfall. So what kind of climate we have seen already? It has tropical climate, because Andhra Pradesh in the tropical regions of the country. So obviously West Godavari also has this tropical climate, especially it is a coastal district. Coastal means humid and tropical climates it has. And coming to rainfall, in West Godavari district the climate is moderate. Both in winter and summer seasons in delta areas. So it is not extreme climates in delta areas, mean near to the shores or near to the seas, where river Godavari merges with sea. Here the climates are moderate, mean not too much of not too extreme climates, not too sunny or not too winter or coldy regions. It has both in winter and summer also moderate climate. So in the non-delta areas of the district, the heat in the summer is severe, especially in the tracts of uplands and agency areas. So in non-deltaic, apart from deltaic areas, means uplands and agencies, the summers are heavy or severe. Like from deltaic areas. So only in the delta areas the climate is moderate. In uplands and agency tracts, the summers are very severe. The normal maximum minimum temperatures recorded in the district are 48 degrees to 19 degrees respectively. Means it reaches maximum nearly 48 degrees. Maximum temperatures in the district are even 48 and the minimum are 19 degrees. Minimum temperatures varies to 19 degrees. The maximum temperature is usually recorded in the months of April and May. So when is the peakest or some hottest season of this particular district is in the months of April and May. It is the hottest season, hottest months. That is the overall we can say. In deltaic areas it is moderate, and uplands and agency areas summers are high, summers are severe. The district receives its rainfall mostly and predominantly from the southwest and as well as northeast monsoons, where normal rainfall is. Andhra Pradesh receives its rainfall from both southwest and northeast monsoons. Northeast monsoon means like Nellore, all these districts will be receiving rains in the northeast monsoons. Even this West Godavari district also receives almost maximum in the southwest monsoons. Even apart from that, even it receives rainfalls from southeast monsoon, northeast monsoon also, where normal rainfall ranges from average, I am talking about average, that is 785.6 mm to 254.6 millimeters respectively. So average temperature in the southwest monsoon is from 785.66 average is, and next from northeast monsoon it is 254.6 millimeters. The receipt of actual rainfall during 2005-06 from southwest monsoons is 9120.3 mm, while 288.7 mm from northeast monsoons. So northeast monsoon, somehow it receives rainfall from the northeast monsoon, but not in a very good percentage or very good numbers. The agriculture activity in the district is deplorable owing to gambling of monsoons. So Indian agriculture is a gambling of monsoons. Obviously, it even applies to the district of West Godavari. So unreliable rainfall and much dependence on tanks, wells and sources for irrigation in upland and agency areas. So dependency on, when coming to irrigation, dependency on tanks, wells and sources of other irrigation. It's not only natural irrigation, natural sources, even man-made sources also. Farmers depend on man-made sources like tanks, wells and other irrigational projects also for cultivation of agriculture. So that was about rainfall and climate of West Godavari. Now coming to the other administrative facts of this district. What are the other administrative facts of this district? As we know that administrative headquarters of West Godavari or Eluru is the administrative headquarters of West Godavari. So how many revenue division it has? It has 5 revenue divisions. So towns, how many towns it has? It has 13 towns, and revenue mandals, 48 revenue mandals. Mandal parishads, 46 mandal parishads. How many municipalities? 8 municipalities, but only 1 municipal corporation, that is Eluru Municipal Corporation. Next, Gram Panchayats. It has 908 Gram Panchayats, and revenue villages, 928 revenue villages. Primary health centers, 79 primary health centers. And coming to average rainfall, 1153 millimeters is the average rainfall of this West Godavari district. So total factories, small, big, including everything, it has nearly 1000, that is accurately 998 factories. Parliamentary constituencies means how many MPs from West Godavari district? Only two MPs from West Godavari district. MLAs, it has assembly constituencies, means 15 MLAs come from this West Godavari district. How many? 15 MLAs come from this district. So universities, what universities they do have? Only one university, that is Dr. YSR Horticulture University, one of its kind in India. So these are the administrative detailed setup of West Godavari district. Now coming to the other demographic details of West Godavari. So area, what is the area of West Godavari? That is 8051 square kilometers, 8051 square kilometers. Population 39.95 lakhs. It means 39 lakhs 95,742. 39.95 lakhs population is the total population of the West Godavari. Next, population growth rate. 3.51%. It is a very minimum percentage. 3.51%. Sex ratio. Sex ratio. 1004 females per every 1000 men. How many? 1004 females. Means here sex ratio is in a good number. Next, density of the population. 470 is the population density. 470 is the population density. What is the literacy rate? 74.32% is the literacy of West Godavari. In that male literacy, 77.66 is the male literacy rate. Female literacy, 71.01% is the female literacy. Next, urban population. What is the urban population? Only 20.24% people live in urban areas. Urban population is only 20.24%. So coming to rural population, obviously if the urban population is 20.24 means the other rest or remaining is rural population, that is 79.46% of people live in rural areas. Forest extent, 812 square kilometers. That's a very small number. West Godavari has only 10% of forest. 10.49% of forest cover. So green cap is very less in this district. So child death rate is 28. Child death rate is 28. So these are the demographics of West Godavari. Now we'll see what is the position of this district in various factors. Where do they stand in some areas? So it stands 11th position in area. 11th means last to last but one. Last to last but one. We do have 13 districts and it stands 11th. What does it mean? The area is less, small. So population, it stands 8th. Even in population also it stands in 8th position. Next, population density. Population density, it stands in 2nd position. We have seen that nearly 470 is the population density. So, 2nd position in the state of Andhra Pradesh. This district occupies 2nd position in population density. Next, coming to sex ratio. Sex ratio, it is in the 5th position. 1004 females per 1000 males. So 1004 females per 1000 males. It stands first in literacy. Which district stands in first in literacy means West Godavari district stands first in literacy. So population growth rate. It is the last district in population growth rate. It is the last district in population growth rate. That means 13th position. So, West Godavari is the first district in the state where Green Revolution was introduced. So, when Green Revolution was introduced, they have selected some of the districts in all over the country, like some in Punjab and some in UP and one in West Godavari. So, West Godavari was the first district in the state to introduce Green Revolution. So even it is considered, we have seen, rice bowl of Andhra Pradesh. So which district is called rice bowl of Andhra Pradesh? That is West Godavari. Next, so Coconut Research Center is located in this district only, that particularly in Kovvuru. In Kovvuru, Coconut Research Institute is located. Next, even Oil Palm Research Institute. Oil Palm Research Institute is located in also in district in Kovvuru only. Next, one of the largest freshwater lakes, that is Kolleru Lake, Kolleru Sarasu. Kolleru Lake is extended in the district in this district only is Kolleru Lake is extended in this district only. It is one of the largest freshwater lake. Next, first natural gas based thermal power station under public sector is in the country. First natural gas based. We have seen that thermal productions, thermal power stations basing upon like coal, hydel and natural gas. So first natural gas based thermal power station under public sector in the country was set up at Vijayeshwaram of this district. So it was started in Vijayeshwaram, first of its kind in the country. It's first of its kind in the country. This Vijayeshwaram is in West Godavari district. So first horticulture university in the country was set up at Tadepalligudam of this district. First horticulture, that is YSR Horticulture University was set up. It's one of its kind in the country. It's the first horticulture university in the whole country, in the whole India. That is in Tadepalligudam. Next, coming to other important natural and economic resources. So how many, which rivers do drain this district, we will see. So this district is named on Godavari, West Godavari. That means obviously river Godavari drains this district. So it's a major river of West Godavari district. Next is Tammileru, Yarrakaluva, Binneru, next Kovvada, Jalleru, Ralamudugu and Gunderu. These are the other important rivers of West Godavari district. Now coming to major crops. Major crops grown in this district are paddy. Rice bowl of India means what? Rice bowl of state means, rice bowl of means obviously it grows paddy. So paddy is one of the major crops of this district. Apart from that, chilies, jowar, turmeric, tobacco and groundnut. So these are the other major crops of this district. Next, major minerals. What are major minerals? Graphite and mica. Graphite and mica are the major minerals of this district. Now coming to the industries. Major industries of this district. Delta paper mills. Delta paper mills in Vendra. Andhra sugar factory in Tanuku. Tanuku factory, that is called Andhra sugar factory. And Andhra sugar fertilizers, that is also in Tanuku. Next, the liquid fuel for the space experiments is made in the sugar factory at the Tanuku. The liquid fuel for the space which is used in the rockets, the liquid fuels which are used in the rockets for space experiments and all, it is made in the sugar factory at Tanuku. Means after molasses, once sugar is prepared, the like raw is made into molasses, again molasses to after that next liquid fuel which is used in the space experiments in rockets. The first gas-based power center in AP was established in Vijayeshwaram. Already we have seen natural gas-based thermal power plant under public sector is in Vijayeshwaram of this district only. So these are the important industries of West Godavari district. Now coming to projects. What kind of irrigational projects it does have? Tatipudi lift irrigation scheme. So Tatipudi lift irrigation scheme is one of the major. Next, Chintalpudi lift irrigation, Indira Sagar Polavaram project, Kovvada reservoir scheme, Tammileru reservoir, Pattisima lift irrigation and Yarrakaluva reservoir. These are the some of the major irrigational projects of this particular district. Now coming to other research centers or other research universities locations. We have seen already oil palm research center, that is Pedavegi. In Pedavegi they do have oil palm research center. In and around Eluru, there are so many oil palm farms. So they are encouraging to grow oil palm farms. So they have constructed one research center near Pedavegi, that is oil palm research. Next, paddy research center, that is Marteru Penu Mantra Mandal, that is in Marteru. In which place? Marteru, that is in Penu Mantra Mandal. Next, banana research center. So banana research center, we have seen already in uplands of the West Godavari district, banana, cashew nut and mangoes are grown. So even there is one banana research center, that is in Kovvuru. Kovvuru, they do have banana research center. Next, Krishi Vignan Research Center on Fishery Research Center, that is in Undi. Krishi Vignan Research Center or in Fishery Research Center, that is in Undi. Next, Buffalo Research Center. Buffalo Research Center, that is in Venkataramana Gudam. That is in Venkataramana Gudam. So they are the some of the important research centers of West Godavari district. So now coming to the revenue divisions. We have seen there are 5 revenue divisions, 48 mandals under 4 revenue divisions. So one is Eluru revenue division. It has places like Eluru, Dendrelu, Pedapadu, Pedavagi, Chintalpudi, Lingampalam, Kamavarapu Kota, T. Narsapuram, Nallijarla, Dwarka Tirumala, Tadepalli Gudam and Pentapadu, Unguturu, Ganapavaram, Nidamarru and Bhima Dolu. Next, that is these places come under Eluru revenue division. Next, Jangareddy Gudam revenue division. So Buttayagudam, Gopalpuram, Koyyalagudam, Kukunuru, Jilugumilli, Jangareddy Gudam, Polavaram, Velurupadu. Next, Kovvuru revenue division. Attili, Chagallu, Devrapalli, Iragavaram, Kovvuru, Nedavolu, Penugonda, Peravali, Penumantra, Tallapudi, Tanuku, Undrajavaram. They come under Kovvuru revenue division. And the last 4th division is Narsapuram revenue division. Achanta, Akividu, Bhimavaram, Kalla, Undi, Mogaltur, Narsapur, Palakoduru, Poduru, Veeravasaram and Elamanchili. Veeravasaram and Elamanchili. So these are the revenue divisions of West Godavari district. Now what are the other tourist attractions of this particular West Godavari district? So one is Bhimavaram, the famous Bhimavaram. It has, which is nearly 100 kilometers from Vijayawada and 270 kilometers from Visakhapatnam, is famous for Gunupudi Someshwara Swami temple. It is famous for Gunupudi Someshwara Swami temple and Mavullamma temple, Mavullamma goddess. This Someshwara Swami temple is one of the Pancharamams. There are 5 Pancharamas in district of the state of Andhra Pradesh. One is in Bhimavaram, that is Someshwara Swami temple, where it is dedicated to God Shiva. So where the linga is, at the time of Paunami, the linga turns into white color, and other days it is in the somewhat grey or a bit dark in color. So that is the main attraction of this temple. Next one is Kolleru. So Kolleru Sarasu or Kolleru Lake. So it is famous for migratory birds. Migratory birds from Siberia comes to this place in the season of October and March, and they lay eggs and they hatch their babies and they again go back to Siberian countries, Siberian regions. So people do visit, from all over the Andhra Pradesh do visit these places in the month between March and October to only see these birds. They are kind of flamingos. Different species of birds come and migrate and hatch their eggs, and they after 2 or 3 months they fly back to their own countries. So the Kolleru Lake, which is at a distance of 15 kilometers from Eluru, is world famous bird sanctuary. World famous for bird sanctuary. As we have seen, Siberian birds migrate to this place. During the months between October and March, about 2 lakh migrated birds of various species visit here from Australia and even from Siberia also, both. So, Kolleru Lake is very famous for migrated birds, different species of migrated birds from different parts of the world. Next, Dwarka Tirumala. Another religious or devotional place is to visit is Dwarka Tirumala. Dwarka Tirumala, which is hardly 39 kilometers from Eluru, is also called Chinna Tirupati or Small Tirupati. It is even near to Vijayawada. So, the etymology of this place, God Venkateshwara Swami is situated in this place. So, etymology or history of this place tells that this temple belongs to the age of Dasharatha, Sri Rama and Siddha Nagarjuna. It belongs to the age of Sri Rama or Dasharatha and Sri Rama. So this is Dwaraka Tirumala, also famously called as Chinna Tirupati, near to Eluru. Next, Koya dance. So in Kota Ramachandrapuram village, there is a famous dance performed by tribal men, that is called Koya dance. It is especially performed by men of the particular Koya tribe. Next one is Jeelakarra Gudam. That is famous for Buddha Aramas or Buddhist Aramas or Buddhist Kshetram. It is 60 kilometers away from Eluru. That is 60 kilometers away from Eluru. That is Jeelakarra Gudam. Famous for Buddhist Aramas or Buddhist monuments. Next, other famous things are Eluru carpets. So, Eluru carpets are very famous and very unique also. So, some migrators during the period of Mughals migrated from the time of Mughals. They have settled in Eluru and they started weaving these woolen carpets. For that reason, these carpets are very famous and they do have Mughlai style. Next, other famous place to visit in West Godavari district is Palakollu. Palakollu is the other famous place to visit. It is hardly 10 kilometers from Narsapuram. 10 kilometers from Narsapuram is famous for Kshira Ramaswamy temple, again dedicated to God Shiva. So this temple is one of the Pancharama Kshetras. It is also one of the Pancharama Kshetras. One is in Bhimvaram and one is in Palakollu. Next coming to other famous important personalities of this place of district of West Godavari are Allur Sitaramaraju. Allur Sitaramaraju, the most famous person, the revolutionary, the rebel, the hero of tribes, freedom fighter, is from West Godavari district only. He was born in Mogallu. Of this district only. At the age of 16 only, he took sainthood and started practicing yoga. At the very tender age only, he became a saint or sage, kind of sage, and started practicing yoga. So in the forest area, he motivated tribals and assumed leadership and waged armed struggle against British rule since 1922. So there are many armed rebellions by Sri Alluri Sitaramaraju. So he used to empower tribals of this particular agency areas and he used to wage war against British British rule. He stood against British and fought very valorously. So, but he was killed by General Rutherford. He was killed by General Rutherford. So he famous Alluri Sitaramraju, famous freedom fighter, revolutionaries from West Godavari district, particularly from Mogallu. Next, Bhogaraju Pattabi Sitaramaya garu. Bhogaraju Pattabi Sitaramaya garu. He is also from West Godavari only, particularly from Gundugolanu. Gundugolanu. He is a political stalwart and the founder of Andhra Bank. The founder of Andhra Bank. Erstwhile Andhra Bank. Next, Tirupati Venkata Kavulu. Dwarakala Tirupati Shastri and Challapalli Venkata Shastri. Dwarakala Tirupati Shastri and Challapalli Venkata Shastri are the famous Tirupati Venkata Kavulu. They are twin poets who brought Renaissance in Telugu poetry by bringing to the light the Astavadhana and Satavadhana poetic techniques. What is this Astavadhana, Satavadhana poetic techniques? ఈ అష్టావధానం శతావధానం ఏంటంటే, సో ఒక పోయిట్, ఒక స్కాలర్ కూర్చుని ఉంటుండగా 8 మంది స్కాలర్స్ ఉంటారనమాట. అష్టావధానం అంటే అష్ట మీన్స్ 8. 8 మంది స్కాలర్స్ ఈక్వల్లీ, ఇంకా చాలా పెద్దవాళ్ళైనా అవ్వచ్చు. సో వాళ్ళు కూర్చుని ఒకేసారి 8 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తారు. సో 8 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఇస్తే వాళ్ళందరికీ ఒకేసారిలో ఈయన సమాధానం చెప్పాలన్నమాట. సో 8 క్వశ్చన్స్కి కలిపి 8 ఆన్సర్స్ కాకుండా ఒకే ఆన్సర్కి సమాధానం చెప్పాలి. సో దాన్ని అష్టావధానం అంటారన్నమాట. 8 క్వశ్చన్స్. శతావధానం అంటే శత మీన్స్ 100. ఒక శతకం అంటారు కదా, శతకం క్రికెట్లో సెంచరీ అయితే ఒక శతకం కొట్టారని. సో శతావధానం అంటే 100. సో అంటే ఒక పోయిట్కి కూర్చుంటే ఎదురుకుండా 100 మంది స్కాలర్స్ పోయిట్స్ కూర్చుంటారు. సో కవులు, ఈ కవులు అందరూ 100 క్వశ్చన్స్ అంటే ఒక్కొక్కరు వెంటనే 100 క్వశ్చన్స్ అడుగుతూ ఉంటారు అనమాట. సో కంటిన్యూస్గా ఆయన 100 మందికి సమాధానం ఇవ్వడం, దాన్ని శతావధానం అంటారు. సో దిస్ తిరుపతి వెంకటి కవులు, దిస్ ట్విన్ పోయిట్స్ హ్యావ్ ఇంట్రడ్యూస్డ్, దే బాట్ రినైజాన్స్. అంటే ఈ పద్ధతిని ఈ మన తిరుపతి వెంకట కవులు తీసుకొచ్చారనమాట. ఈ టెక్నిక్ అష్టావధానాన్ని, శతావధానాన్ని. సో that's the reason they are very famous. They are very famous poets of Andhra. They are particularly from West Godavari district. So they have written the Shathadika Vilasam and Pandavodhya Yogam and Pandava Vijayam. They have written the famous books written by this Tirupati Venkata Kavulu are Shathadika Vilasam and next Pandavodhya Yogam, next Pandava Vijayam. సో తిరుపతి వెంకట కవులు హూ బాట్ దిస్ అష్టావధానం, శతావధానం, మన ఈ టెక్నిక్స్ని ఎవరు మనకి తీసుకొచ్చారు అంటే తెలుగు పోయిట్రీలో వీళ్ళు మన తిరుపతి వెంకట కవులు. నెక్స్ట్ అడవి బాపిరాజు గారు. అడవి బాపిరాజు వెరీ ఫేమస్ రైటర్. హీ హేల్స్ ఫ్రమ్ భీమవరం ఓన్లీ, మీన్స్ వెస్ట్ గోదావరి. సో హీ బికేమ్ ఫేమస్ విత్ దిస్ ఫేమస్ నవల్. ఆయన ఒక పర్టికులర్ ఫేమస్ నవల్ ఉంది నారాయణరావు అని. 1929, in the year 1929, ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ కండక్టెడ్ ఒక నోవెల్ కాంటెస్ట్ అనమాట. ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ కండక్టెడ్ నోవెల్ కాంటెస్ట్. సో in that time 2 famous writers are evolved anamata. He started writing from the age of 16. Actually he started Adavi Bapiraju have started writing from the age of 16, but he became famous with this novel Narayan Rao. So ఈ ఆంధ్ర యూనివర్సిటీ ఒక నోవెల్ కాంటెస్ట్ పెడితే ఆల్ ఓవర్ ఆంధ్ర నుంచి ఎంతమంది ఉన్నా కూడా అందరికీ పిలుపు వచ్చింది. సో తెలుగు పాపం ఔత్సాహిక రచయితలందరూ రాయడం మొదలుపెట్టారు. సో వాళ్ళకి ఫైనల్ చేసిన 2 నోవెల్స్ ఉన్నాయన్నమాట. ఒకటి అడవి బాపిరాజు గారిది నారాయణరావు, ఇంకా నెక్స్ట్ మన ఫేమస్ విశ్వనాథ సత్యనారాయణ గారిది 1000 పడగలు అనమాట. సో దే గాట్ కన్ఫ్యూజ్డ్, ఈ 2 నోవెల్స్ కూడా చాలా బాగున్నాయని. సో బట్ అందుకే ఏం చేశారంటే ఇద్దరికి ఫస్ట్ ప్రైజ్ డిక్లేర్ చేశారు. సో ఆ టైంలో ఇద్దరు మహా రచయితలు బయటకు వచ్చిన వాళ్ళు ఎవరేంటంటే ఒకరు అడవి బాపిరాజు గారు, విత్ నారాయణరావు నవల. అండ్ నెక్స్ట్ మన విశ్వనాథ్ సత్యనారాయణ గారు 1000 పడగలు, ఆయనకి జ్ఞాన్పీఠ అవార్డు కూడా వచ్చింది. సో ఈ అడవి బాపిరాజు గారు ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఫ్రమ్ వెస్ట్ గోదావరి డిస్ట్రిక్ట్ ఓన్లీ. అడవి బాపిరాజు గారు అపార్ట్ ఫ్రమ్ ఎ రైటర్, హీ ఈజ్ ఆల్సో ఏ పోయెట్, స్కల్ప్చర్, మ్యూజిషియన్, డాన్సర్ టూ. And he even edited magazines also. Ante he's multi-talented. Ante he's a versatile. He even a writer, poet, sculptor, musician and dancer also. He used to edit magazines also. He is from West Godavari district. Next, Mallampalli Somashekara Sharma garu. So he's a very famous historian, writing and critic in Telugu. He hails from West Godavari district only. This is a Bhimavaram Someshwara Swami temple. This is the Someshwara Swami temple of Bhimavaram. Next, Chinna Tirupati or Dwarka Tirumala Venkateshwara Swami temple. The most visited tourist attractions of West Godavari, the Dwarka Tirumala anamata or Chinna Tirupati. And this one is Palakollu temple. Map of West Godavari. So this is the map of West Godavari. Narsapuram, it has 4 revenue mandals. One is Narsapur, Kovvur, Jangaredddigudem and Eluru. And Kukunuru division also newly added now. So that's all for today. Hope you understood the class. Thank you.